Previously on Cruiseboys.
So we are ready for the long trip home. But Josh, what are you going to do today?
Business class.
We are going on Qatar Airlines and we're in business class.
In Qsuite.
Qsuite. So it's first in business. So we're going to take you along and show you everything about Qsuite and how fantastic it is.
And we have a long transfer in Qatar of 5 hours, so we'll have plenty of time to explore the lounge. So come on.
Let's go. Having landed in Doha after 14 hours, enjoying Qsuite, it was time to head through security and into the lounge for a much needed shower. This lounge is simply stunning with a reflective pool, and check out that chandelier.
So we have just enjoyed a wonderful shower. There's nothing better after 14 hours of flying than having a shower. It is a luxury that I will never get old. They're about to have a fire alarm, so sorry about that if it goes off in a second. We're going to now go and actually explore the terminal itself because it's supposed to be quite impressive. And then we're going to come back in here and I think go up to the a la carte restaurant to have some food, because why not? So we just had the lady in the reception, not reception lady, I don't know what they are. They're all over. They're like concierge lady. And she just said to us that actually there's another lounge we can try called the Al Mujan Garden.
And apparently it's way better.
It's way better than the one we've just been in. The one we've just been in was stunning. So we were apparently in the wrong lounge. But it's got a restaurant as well, so we'll go there. But we're going to have a mooch around here a bit and have a nosy. So we can find the big yellow teddy bear as well.
We quickly found the bear. Well, it is pretty hard to miss a giant yellow bear with a lamp in its head.
Yeah.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah, it's
Let's
cool.
go and see the big teddy bear. Do you want to come have a photo with Papa? Have a big photo.
Sad thing is, it's not fluffy like I thought it would be. It's actually like hard.
Does anyone actually play these car lotteries in airports? That would have to be the most scariest looking playground ever. Look at it.
Isn't it just the like scariest thing?
Is it scary? It's like the Nightmare Before Christmas.
These playgrounds, but I'm not sure I want Josh to play on that.
Yeah. Time to head to the other side of the airport to find the garden lounge.
We've just discovered, having trekking, well, we're about halfway through the long trek down, that there's actually a transit train up at the top.
No one told us.
If someone had told us, we would have got the transit train. It's a mental note for the future: get the transit train between the lounges. It's much quicker.
But there's no signage.
No, there is no signage to tell you, but there is a transit train. We've just seen it go past.
This is the other odd one. Look. Looks very depressive. I don't know. What do you think? It's interesting. It's a kid's playground, goes. Oh, he's sitting his belly. Nice. Doha Airport is enormous. You'd easily forget you were in a terminal. We found the garden. Now, where is this lounge? Only in Qatar could you find a Louis Vuitton lounge. The garden lounge has just been extended and includes loads of seating and food options. There's even a spa coming and a gym.
So we arrived at the a la carte restaurant about half an hour before they start serving lunch. So they're just kind of clearing breakfast, which is fine, and we don't really want breakfast now. So we're going to get back, have some more champagne, because why not? And I think I'm on refreshing towel, scented towel number
50?
50 of this trip. I think I'm going to literally become a scented towel before long. But it's lovely though.
Is it rose or
smells beautiful. I don't know. It's so beautifully scented and things. And this lounge is stunning. If you get a chance and you're lucky enough to fly business class, this is the Al Marjan Garden Lounge, and it's recently been extended and made much bigger, so it has all the things that the other lounge had in it, but it also has this beautiful space which opens up into this huge garden, and as you can probably hear the water etc running, and it's really lovely. It will also have a spa, but it's just being finished, so we can't go in yet, but never mind. So, it wasn't that far, Justin.
It wasn't that far.
We're back at C1 and we have an equipment change. Qatar Airways is renowned for this apparently, but it actually kind of benefits us in this case. This is now a brand new A350-1000, which means it does have the Qsuite of sorts. It's the A350 Qsuite, which is a bit different to the 777 Qsuite we had before, but it is still Qsuite, unlike the other A350s which are not Qsuite.
Let's see.
But this should be nice, and actually it meant that Justin and I could change and have the lovebird seat.
Yeah, we can have chili chips.
So we can have the two that make the double bed in the middle, because there's actually one spare. And she told us that.
And then when I've had enough of him, I'll go, and the screen will come up.
You have to remove the partition bit in the middle as well, but yeah. But yeah, so, and Josh still gets his window seat in row 1, so he's very lucky again. But yeah, so just going to wait here for
20 minutes. And then
20 minutes or so, and then we're boarding it off and home for Elsie.
Yay! After a short wait at the gate, it was time for boarding. So we're off for number 2. Separate door. Oh, look at that. Like going down this gangplank. Oh, it's very warm in here, isn't it? Yeah. We're going home. We're going home. This is a different layout from the last flight. It's got a screen in between. I think Tristan and I can actually lower that in the flight. Yeah. It's incredibly warm. So this is the seat here. So I've got the smaller sort of bucket seat here. There we go. It is.
So we are in the last.
But we've got a barrier here.
We've got a barrier. No touching.
No touching. No touching.
But you can drop it. You can drop it all the way once you take off. But it's up obviously initially right up high, so you would be fully private. If you don't know the person next to you, don't panic. You will be private. And obviously the ones in front of us, these screens do actually separate. So if we were near the people in front, you can do those as well. But yeah, one interesting thing with the A350 in the middle, there's no individual airbags, and the aircon's not been on yet, so it's warm in here. But it's going to get cooler soon, so I can already feel it coming in. But
do you want to give people a bit of a whiz
you
around
get some
this?
nice height, so we'll just give you a quick whiz around.
Yeah.
So here we are in our Qsuite. We have a humongous screen which dominates the whole space really. You've got a little bit of shelf space here. This here, if you're wondering, is actually to lower and raise the divider between the two. And we've got our table which comes out and opens up. It's actually incredibly sturdy. If you were going to work on a laptop or something here on the flight, you would have no problems. I've worked on some really flimsy ones on flights before. So, and it's really big, and they will come and decorate it all nicely for your meal. Ooh, caught my t-shirt in there. Underneath here you've got a humongous footstool, although it does come to quite a point. And on the night flight, on the last flight, I was struggling a little bit with my feet because being 6'3", There's a little bit, but there's still enough room for me to lie comfortably. Just coming over here, you've got the remote control for your room, monitor, etc. And can also dual up as a secondary screen. You've got a USB power socket here, which is currently off at the moment because obviously we're not in the app. And we have a universal power socket, we have a headphone socket, a near-field communication NFC thing, which apparently has never ever been used. All the seat controls you could ever want, including massage, bed, lie down, sit up, air takeoff. This one controls the lights underneath the I think everything's locked on. No, there we go. Is it kind of, so if you're going to bed, it just helps you turn off the lights so you're not got light, but you leave it light. You've also got here the do not disturb, so if you really want your sleep, you can do that. The cabin crew won't disturb you once you close your door. Got an extra shelf here which I use to put my phone on, etc. during the flight, because it's got a lip which stops it from flying off. Even more storage up here, which also has your absolutely gorgeous soft plush fluffy duvet. So lovely. An extra pillow here. Mine says today is a good day. Justin says love, work, travel, repeat. Oh, we've also got a slightly different amenity kit on this flight from Diptyque, still the same, so all the goodies in there. And we have a travel with confidence pack, obviously still coming out of the pandemic a little bit, which has a mask, gloves and sanitizer. It's not compulsory, you could choose if you want to. And yeah, so you've also got over here your reading light and coat hook if you want it. Some absolutely lovely stitching here as well. And once the flight is underway, you can close your door and have pretty much complete privacy here. I'm just going to open it because we're not taken off yet, so I'll get in trouble. We have some lovely pillow as well. And my lovely hostess has just bought me a wonderful glass of rosé champagne and I think towel 50 million for refreshing towel. These are these scented towels, absolutely lovely. It does come wrapped and sealed, but during the flight they will bring them a hot or cold depending on which your preference is. Under here we have a little sort of stool which someone can sit on, which Josh sat on as well. It does come up to use as a sort of armrest during flight, and also doubles up. I'll put up the tab here. Extra storage for water bottle, even more storage if you needed it. Headphones, noise cancelling. Not the greatest noise cancelling, but reasonable. Certainly better than some airlines. And a sick bag. Oops. Could have probably used that on the last flight. We had a lot of turbulence on the last flight. So here's the touch screen, and as you can see, being an A350, you can choose also to pair your device to the screen, which is really cool. But also, whoops, if I go back now, you have the option your trip, the Oryx One Entertainment, which has seemingly more movies than you could ever want, because you can pick your category, etc. If you go to the Hollywood, you can then you can sort by and go through them all the different categories, etc. But there's just loads of categories, loads of films. I've gone into the African films. We'll go back into like the Hollywood Western films, and we'll go view all. You'll just see there is it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. So many films, TV series, you will always find stuff. And one thing that Josh is very excited about on this one is, I think, was it under here, Justin?
Not the Holy Grail.
No. Where's his cameras? Hang on. Oh, I'm loading the map now. So this is where I need Josh to come in and tell me exactly how you do it.
Probably your might be.
Camera views, there we go. So you can choose the various cameras. You've got rear camera, and you can see there's from the tail view. I'm not sure what the volume is. I'm not sure if I want to hear what they're doing outside at that time. You can cycle through the different cameras. That is the ground one, the lower at the bottom of the plane. So currently we're looking at the tarmac. Then we have the sort of undercarriage one, which is kind of cool. especially for takeoff. I would say that's quite cool. And then you've got the rear, so it's pretty cool. Nice little touch that you can go and actually see even when you're in the middle of the plane. Justin is just settling and reading the menu. We have done on demand in Qsuite, so he can choose when he wants to eat, if he wants to eat at all. I'm assuming you do want a 7-hour flight.
Afternoon tea option as well.
Well, that's for probably before we land, is it?
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, nice. Pretty good. We're going to have a lovely 7 hours. So, Justin, here's to a lovely flight.
Ching, ching.
This is really nice.
Time to taxi.
This is why you should secure everything for
I
takeoff.
tried to save it. It was like coming out, and I was like,
They'll come along in a minute and
it's all
do it. I'm currently taxiing and not secure for takeoff.
Oops. After a short wait for an incoming plane, we were racing down the runway and into the brilliant blue sky.
Now the barrier has now taken off. The barrier has fully gone, and as you can see, it gives you this extra space to put this padding in between. So it actually fully becomes like a fully double bed if you wanted to.
It's very cushiony.
And you get an awful lot of space there. This is
Space. It's like a massive room.
This is like a room, isn't it? I mean, it'd be even bigger if you opened up the bit in front.
Yeah.
Top, but it's so much room. It's just, and this is actually a much nicer way as a couple to travel, because you've got the ability to talk, and you can still have your private time and things, but it's the ability to talk with much more space. It's lovely.
Nice. And Joshy could probably sit.
And Josh will probably sit in the middle here at some points and chat to us and things when we're not eating and things. So it's nice, really good way actually. And much the last flight was great, but you felt very insular and very enclosed, and this doesn't. Even with the doors closed, you don't feel. It feels private, but not.
This is like feels like really spacious.
Yeah, a lot more space. So really,
see where look.
This was a good move of them to suggest that we move seats. So
like, look at all that room. It's great.
Love it. Having said it's big enough, it's apparently big enough for 3. So Josh can fit in the middle. So
Is there lots of space
Josh
in
is
here?
there only when there's no seatbelt signs on. But it's big, isn't it?
Yeah, it is big. It's huge.
So you have to go back to yours to have your lunch, but it's absolutely enormous, this space. Huge.
Now let's just make sure that we
Now mine is rosé champagne,
and we're drinking
very nice.
0
And Josh and Justin are having non-alcoholic
sans alcohol,
fizzy grape juice.
plain alcohol.
Fizzy grape juice. I'm having the good stuff. Ooh, that's so nice.
Because it had been so long since we last ate, time for lunch. What was it today?
It has a mousse mabouche.
It's a mousse jabouche. Oh, look at that.
Short for you there.
I think I'm going to get yums. I opted for the burrata, while Tristan, of course, went for the Arabic meze. One's got a lovely kofta. I'm not
Kofta and a lamb chop.
Not really a lamb fan, but I am interested in trying it, so let's see what it's like. Shall I dig in?
I went for the same. I don't know why, but I did. Something I'm noticing so far on this flight though is a lot quieter than the but I don't mean as in with people, I mean the engines are quieter.
Or I don't like lamb, and that's so good.
Nice.
Oh.
Enjoy. And we have a very nice 2014 Bordeaux. Bordeaux. To go with it.
Bordeaux or Bordeaux?
Just I say bidet.
No, don't take me there.
Speaking of P&O, cheese course done. It's time for a loo review.
Hello. So, quick loo review for you. These loos are, again, very large. You've got nice diptyque hand soaps for air vent. You've got shaving plug, etc. Usual kind of amenities. You've also got the diptyque moisturiser and facial spray cups for if you really want to use the plane's water. I wouldn't recommend it. And here you've also got a drawer with toothbrushes, toothpaste and some shavers in there, which is really nice. And of course the most important thing with an A350, you have a window, so you can pee or poop with a view.
Josh, look at you, having your little 5-star meal. Yeah? Do you like your little 5-star suite on here? It's nice, isn't it? Do you feel like something's between us?
Something's always coming between us.
Oh, this thing here.
The cabin steward lady put it between us.
She did, didn't she?
We could just put it right up and not speak to each other for the next half an hour.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I'd get peace and quiet, I suppose.
From where?
From Josh.
Oh. Look at little Joshy over there. He's
backwards. Oh, backwards.
just a bit grumpy at the moment because
Josh only woke up about
half an hour ago,
He only had
and
a little sleep because he needs to sleep tonight.
so he's really grumpy at me now because I had to wake him up. This is what he's on. Bad Papa.
Bad papa.
How cool is the plane's shadow as we come into land? After a rather rough landing, it was sadly time to disembark and head home. Well, after 21 hours of flying, we really needed our beds. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, like, comment and share.